with us as we stay on the news. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit the United Kingdom and the Maldives from July 23rd to 26th. The Ministry of External Affairs has announced today. In the UK, Prime Minister Modi will meet with his British counterpart Keir Starmer for wide-ranging talks on bilateral ties, including trade, defense, tech, health, and education. He's also expected to meet King Charles III during this fourth visit to the UK. Both leaders will review progress under the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership and discuss key regional and global developments. Prime Minister Modi will then travel to the Maldives on July 25th, becoming the first head of government to visit during President Mohamed Muizzu's tenure. Significantly, he will be the guest of honor at the Maldives' 60th Independence Day celebrations on July 26th. He'll also meet President Muizzu to review progress on the India-Maldives joint vision for a comprehensive economic and maritime security partnership. The visit highlights India's focus on regional diplomacy under its Neighbourhood First policy and Vision Mahasagar. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Eric Wahlberg. He's a political analyst. Thank you, Eric, for staying with us. Now, what are the strategic significance of Modi's visit to the Maldives in the growing context of Chinese influence on the Indian Ocean region?
Yes, China is moving everywhere, and India is its great rival in Southeast Asia. The Maldives are islands close to the southern mainland. And there is a part of the Maldives is owned or is possessed by India, specifically Lakshadweep is a big resort. India's turned it, these tiny jewels of the South Pacific. India is trying to turn its part of the Maldives into a tourist destination. So this is, I'm sure, upsetting Maldives the way India is using that northern section of the Maldives for its own commercial and purposes. And the Maldives is Muslim, and India is persecuting its Muslims in a very severe way now. The Hindutva ideology is what Modi is elected on. He's very strongly Hindu and anti-Muslim. So the Maldives, does not look to India for protection. And in fact, there are Indian troops in the Maldives, and there's a campaign, India Out. So this is, it's not surprising that Maldives has turned to China as a kind of counterbalance. And China's happy to move in, although it's probably got similar ideas as India for what to do with islands like these in the South Pacific. So I hope this does not turn into a serious problem. India and China are trying to work together. They are both in BRICS, and this is very important that they have a united front against Trump and against US attempts to bully them both. So it's a very complicated situation, and I hope that Modi, really, he has to be very careful when China is there lurking as the rival. So I think it's a situation that's stable, but let's hope that there are nothing serious happens to upset the stability, and that the Maldives can get rid of their Indian troops and live peacefully in the region.
Thank you very much, Eric Wahlberg, for joining us and sharing your insight as a political analyst. Now we move